Yo, yo, yo. What is up? Actually, I need to change this. Actually, maybe I won't change it. Let's see. Let's make this bigger so you can see what I'm doing. And we don't have to go through any craziness of like really switching views around and stuff like that. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Mark Z Drumcast. I am your host, Mark Zapata. I'm the owner and founder of Mark Z Drums. I've been playing drums since I'm 7 years old, and I've had Mark Z Drums for about 12 years. All right? So welcome to my Drumcast. I'm very happy to be here today. I'm very happy to have everybody here today. It's great to see everybody. And I'm very excited, okay? First things first, before we go any further, we are going to talk about more ways to express your triplets today. I have some really cool, fun ideas that I want to share with you, and I can't wait to get to that. That's going to be in a little while. If you want to learn really cool ways to express your triplets, in probably maybe some ways you haven't thought of, but if you have, that's super cool. And if you would like, what is, no. Interruptions. If you would like, send me comments, get on the chat, let me know how you like to play your triplets. What are your favorite types of triplets? And by types of triplets, when we get further into the show, you're going to know what I'm talking about. Okay. First of all, why did that spike like that? Okay. Triplets. And I'm not just talking about eighth note triplets versus 16th note triplets. No. I'm talking about ways to express those triplets. Whether they're eighth notes, 16th note triplet, quarter note triplets. If you want to know how to play quarter note triplets, hit me up in the chat or send me a comment. Put a comment in the comment section below, and we'll talk about it. I'm not going to get into it unless somebody wants to know about quarter note triplets. It's a pretty interesting concept, and it's pretty cool, but it's a little tricky. But anyway, back to the subject at hand. Before we get into our triplet day today, first of all, I want to ask you guys what you think. I think I need a little more light here, right? Which we can certainly accomplish. Not right now, but more light for the top of my drum set, okay? This here, I think is pretty cool. I like it. There are going to be some changes coming, exciting, fun changes, so can't wait for that, but hang in there because changes are coming. I know if anybody who's been watching the show since the beginning, I think maybe you've noticed pretty much every video, something's different or something's improved, something is better. That's what we strive for here at the Mark Z Drumcast. Mark Z Drums Studios. We're always looking to upgrade and get better. So anyway, what am I doing here? Obviously, if you've looked at the title, you know what's happening. And if you see my picture-in-picture, you know what's happening, right? We are unboxing some new equipment today, and I could not be more excited. So let's get to it. Snicked. Let's get to it. I think the last unboxing I did was my Mac 1 Mini. My Mac M1 Mini, I think is the name of it. No, what am I talking about? No, it was the gift pack from Skinny George on TikTok. That's right, when he sent me a brand new practice pad, a brand new copy of stick control, and the craziest drumsticks I've ever seen. Oh, I don't have them. I have them in my teaching bag because they were so big and huge that I brought them to all of my lessons, and I gave them to all of my students to hold, and their eyes are widened and go, what is this? Because whether they're using 5As, a lot of them, or 5Bs, some maybe even 7As, to go from a 7A to this drumstick that Skinny George sent me, out of control. Really cool though, and a great illustration of how many different types of sticks are out there to choose from. It's that in itself is a fun adventure to go on one day. If you ever wanted to really say, well, are these the perfect sticks for me? Go out to your local music store, find the biggest one you can with the biggest selection of drumsticks, and go look at all the different manufacturers and all the different types of materials that these drumsticks are made out of, and all the different shapes and sizes and lengths and widths and tips and weights and all kinds of things in drumsticks. Really, really cool to be able to have so many choices. Something for everybody. Okay, so follow Skinny George on TikTok, Instagram, and wherever you find his socials. Let's continue with this unboxing. What is it, you ask? Well, first and foremost, as always, we get a very nice thank you from Sweetwater Sound. Okay, thank you from Sweetwater. Always cool to deal with this company. And not only do they send you candy in the box, but they call. Hey, how did you like your order? Is everything working out for you? Is there anything else that you need for your setup? How is your setup going? I was in a coffee shop and I got a call from the Sweetwater guy, my Sweetwater guy, and he was asking me how I liked my setup. And I told him, I said, I haven't unboxed it yet. I haven't started using it yet. I said, but you know, it's got all the features I need, and for me to move forward for what I'm doing, I told him what I was doing, and he was very, very cool. And he says, well, if anything you need, you know, just give us a call. Give me a call specifically, because he is my guy. Anyway, thank you from Sweetwater, and here it is, the item you've all been waiting to see. Well, here's the candy, the bag of candy, right? Here is the item you've all been waiting to see. Look at this. Look at this, baby. ATEM Mini Pro ISO. Not the ATEM Mini, which is what I currently have. Not the ATEM Mini Pro, which I do not have. But the ATEM Mini Pro ISO. What does the ISO mean? Well, first of all, what is an ATEM Mini? Let's talk about that for a hot minute, because the ATEM Mini is a video switch that allows me to take 4 video inputs from actually 4 HDMI inputs. So it could be from an Xbox, a PlayStation, could be from a PC, could be from your phone, could be from a camera, right? So any HDMI input allows you to take 4 inputs and switch between them as you like. So the ATEM Mini is a video switch. The one output going to the computer is a webcam. So my computer sees the output of this ATEM Mini switch as a webcam. So however I switch around the cameras, whichever camera I go to on the physical switch itself will show up on any software. So right now I'm streaming over OBS, and so the ATEM Mini that I have is providing the input into OBS. I'm not going to get into all the technical stuff and the setup and stuff, but that is what the ATEM Mini does. It will allow you to take 4 inputs, and then however you want, picture in picture, or just one input at a time, switching from camera to camera, you can send all of that to your computer. And you can either record it or live stream it like I'm doing right now. The ATEM Mini Pro ISO, same amount of inputs. Also, it allows you to mix in 2 audio inputs. So same amount of inputs, 4 video inputs, 2 audio inputs. But what the ISO allows me to do now is to live stream the same way, but also I can capture all 4 inputs at the same time to separate files along with the program output, which is whatever I switch to during the live stream, the live broadcast. It will also capture that. So I'll get 5 files, the 4 individual inputs, and then the program input, which is the whole program of whatever I switched between during this recording time. Really, really great feature. At this price point, one of the, probably the only ways that you can record multiple cameras at the same time for this price point. I think this was about 500 bucks. Check on Sweetwater if this is something that you're looking to do. It's a huge upgrade from the A10 Mini, the Mini Pro ISO. So now my drum covers are going to look different because I shall be able to set up different camera angles, record everything at once, and then edit it however I want. So I'm very excited about that. So there is your unboxing. Again, Sweetwater A10 Mini Pro ISO made by Blackmagic Design. Very good product. I can't wait to get this out of the box and start to use it. But of course, very busy weekend, so I did not have the opportunity to do that. I'm going to see if I can find time during the week. Now, to the meat of this Drumcast. I just wanted to get that unboxing out of the way because I'm super excited, and I wanted to get it done quickly within the first third of the show. So now we are into the second third of the show, and what I would like to talk about again is triplets. You know why? Because triplets are such a huge part of drumming, and there's so much we can do with triplets. It's really pretty incredible. So first of all, what is a triplet? We talked about triplets, eighth note triplets. We take 2 eighth notes that we have in one beat, one and, right? 2 eighth notes in the triplet. If you're not sure about notes and stuff like that I'm talking about, go ahead and check out my channel and look for other videos about specifically counting and note relationships. But we take 2 eighth notes, which are normally the amount of eighth notes that appear in one beat, and we put a third one in there in between the 2, and we space them out evenly, right? So we have the first one in the beginning of the beat, we have the middle one that we put in between the eighth notes, and then the last eighth note shifts over so that they can all be equally distanced apart. And then you get 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. Instead of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 beats per 2 notes per beat, we now have 3. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. What does that extra note do? Well, it changes the feel. It also changes the speed at which we have to play these notes, because now we have to play 3 notes in the same amount of time that we were previously playing only 2. So we have to speed it up a little bit, and we have to make sure that they're even. Having said that, we have eighth note triplets, which would be 3 notes per beat in a triplet form, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, and we have 16th note triplets, where we would have 6 notes per beat, 6 16th notes per beat, 1 triplet and triplet, 2 triplet and triplet, 3 triplet and triplet, 4 triplet and triplet. So we would have a triplet occurring on the downbeat, the 1, 2, 3, and the 4, and a triplet occurring on all the ands in between those beats. 1 triplet and triplet, 2 triplet and triplet, 3 triplet and triplet, 4 triplet and triplet. Now, getting that out of the way, those of you who are familiar with triplets, maybe we play them right, left, right, left, right, left, like this. Or 16th note triplets. Using different accents, of course. But what about, instead of right, left, right, left, right, left, we wanted to do a double stroke for 2 of those notes. Right, right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left. right, right, left, or left, left, right. Making sure to practice those to keep them even. I need a little practice on those. But anyway, left, left, right, 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 left. Different things, different ways to express your triplets. Depending on the situation, let's say, for example, we're doing a fill around the kit or some kind of figure around the kit involving triplets. A lot of times, I personally use my double strokes in order to make things flow better, in order to get me around the kit in an easier way, in order to maybe be able to get back to where I need to get back to without involving my left hand, let's say, coming all the way over to the second floor tom, doubling up my right hand so that I'm still kind of in this position where I can come back to the hi-hat or this side of the kit if I need to. So let's explore eighth note triplets, for example, right? When we want to start to get faster around the kit, if we do an eighth note triplet, right, left, 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 right. Let's see what that looks like in slow motion. One of the things that you'll notice is when I'm here, left, right, I can go from here to here with my left hand, and then from tom to tom with my right hand because I'm moving in that direction. Here, here. But once I get to the second rack tom, I'm ending on the right. I need to start my next triplet with my left hand. Now I have to come underneath here with my left hand if I wanted to do it that way. And then again from floor tom 1 to floor tom 2, I am moving over with my right hand. So that's all good. Or actually I'm doing right, left, right. No, I'm doing left, right, left, right, left, right. So that's all good. Here to here, here to here. Here to here is a little awkward because I'm ending with my right hand. My left hand has to come underneath to strike that first floor tom. Left, right, left, and then I can easily move right, left, right over here. But like I said before, what if I don't want to have to turn all the way over, get my left hand to the floor tom? Well, then we could do something like this. Right? But would I lead with my left hand? Maybe not, because now I have to move that left hand to my right. So let's lead with the right hand. Hold on, let me turn off my mic. Let me lead with the right hand. Much easier, right? So there's a reason that we might use the right, left, left to play our triplets when we want to go around the drum kit. Because it just makes things easier to move around. Now again, when we start to get faster, one of the things that we want to consider is the efficiency in the way we move around the drum set. So the more efficient we are moving around the drum set, the faster we'll be able to play, right? So that's a very, very important consideration when we start to pick up the pace of the fills that we're trying to do. So this is when we're going to start to consider how can I do the same thing differently using double strokes here and there in order to get around the kit more efficiently with less movement, right? With less turning, so that I can achieve the speed that I want to achieve. Same thing when I'm doing single stroke rolls around the kit in a straight 16th pattern A lot of times when I get down to the last floor tom, I will double up on my right hand like this. So that I can achieve what I want to achieve without using my left hand on the floor toms. Same thing when we're crashing. Okay, sometimes we want to do something with accents when we're crashing during a fill, when we're crashing during a beat. Using that left hand on the crash is something that we want to get used to. So we want to start to think about how we want to do things differently in order to, again, be more efficient when we're playing our drums. Another way, what about, okay, so we've explored right, left, right, left, right, left. We've explored right, right, left, 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 right, right, left, 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 right, right. Different ways to go around the drum set. Now, what if we decided we wanted something a little bit more challenging, a little bit more interesting, and we decide we want to add a bass drum to our triplets? John Bonham, the late great John Bonham from Led Zeppelin, was very big on the power roll, the triplet roll, tom, tom, bass, snare, tom, bass, crossing over, but doing triplets using the bass drum. We talked a little bit about this on a previous Drumcast, where I showed you an exercise, which is still available for download, and it will be in the description of this video as well. It's an exercise from the Mini Monster drum book by Joel Rothman. And as a matter of fact, I got an email from him the other day talking about this Mini Monster book, and I sent him an email back saying, yeah, I use this book all the time. It's a great book. And we started to chat. He checked in on the show. He was very impressed. He liked the whole vibe. And I was very happy to chat with him. Very nice man, prolific drum book author. You've seen his books. He publishes his own books. Now, you've seen his books if you've been studying drums, if you've used books before. Joel Rothman has a huge library of books that he has written, and all different subjects, different parts of drumming, and all super, super interesting, well-written, well thought out, intriguing books that will grab you, and with the sheer challenge of it will grab you. You'll be like, wow, this is challenging, but I really love what the author is asking me to do and how the author is asking me to do it. So check out Joel Rothman's books, and tell him Mark Z Drums sent you. Really, really nice guy, and like I said, a great author of instructional drum books. So what if we want to add the bass drum to our triplets? Now, in the book, we talked about adding a bass drum to 2 eighth note triplets at the end of the first one, like this. To get different effects around the drums, like and then experimenting slowly while keeping it even, experimenting with different combinations, okay? And where can we put that bass drum within these triplet notes? We could put them anywhere. We could put them right next to each other. We can alternate triplet notes with the bass drum. We could do all kinds of things. Go check out that exercise sheet. It's really, really good. But now more specifically, what if we wanted to play the bass drum on the third note of every triplet we're doing and turn it into some kind of roll, triplet roll? That would sound the same as if we were playing it with our hands, but now we're adding the bass drum to the last note. All right, something like this. I'm going to start out slow. I'll speed it up a little bit to show you what it sounds like. So there you have a triplet roll with your bass drum on the third note. Very, very cool. Very, very fun thing to play when you get it up to speed. I was once shown how to add the hi-hat in just for a little bit of emphasis, just for a little bit of extra interest. All right, let's see what that sounds like. And there you have it. So check out some John Bonham. Check out some Led Zeppelin. Moby Dick is a famous drum solo of his recorded. A lot of great triplet drum parts in his drumming. Also, the dropping of the bomb, which is a fill that is a single stroke 4 feel, which is ba 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 ba, which is one triplet and, or one triplet 2, depending on what kind of notes you're playing. If you're playing a 16th note triplet, it's one triplet and then it's followed by an 8th note. So there's no triplet on the and, there's just the 8th note, which takes up the entire and. So one triplet and, two triplet and, three triplet and, four triplet and. But taking that figure and putting the first triplet, the notes, on your snare drum and your two toms, the 8th note is going to be the bass drum. All right, so something like this. So you have that same one triplet and, two triplet and, three triplet and, four triplet and type of feel, but then when you speed it up, it's kind of sounds like maybe somebody falling, right? But it's a figure that's used a lot in jazz drumming, and John Bonham used this figure a lot too, and you hear it in rock music a lot of times too as a fill. Well, that's over the mountain. That's more of that triplet roll that I was talking about. That just came to my mind. But I'm trying to think of any songs. If anybody has any of the songs where you hear the bomb being dropped in rock, leave it in the comments. Let's kind of talk about this, because I want you to be able to hear it in actual recordings, in actual songs that have been released. I want you to hear this fill. I'll think about it and I'll bring it up on the next show if I can find anything cool. But again, remember, one triplet and, two triplet and, three triplet and, four triplet and. Don't forget to pause. I left out the pause the last few that I did. Don't forget to pause. So there you have it. A lot to unpack. Feel free to rewatch this video as many times as you'd like. If you want to get clarity on anything, or take it chunk by chunk. I know I gave you a lot of information, but it's all stuff that you can take in at your own pace, right? Like I said, go back and watch the video, save it in your favorites, save it to a playlist like I do, and yeah, just refer back to it when you want to start playing around with your triplets and maybe expand them a little bit more. We've been talking a lot about taking a simple idea, a kernel, a seed, watering it with practice, watching it grow, making it grow, expand, and become way cooler than it started out with as a seed. Way more fun and way more challenging. So that's it for today's Drumcast. I hope everybody has a great week. I will see you on Wednesday. Don't forget Mark Z Drums across all platforms: Patreon, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, of course, YouTube, and my website, MarkZDrums.com. Everything is there for you to consume. So please like, follow, subscribe, thumbs up, and join all of my socials across all of the internet. And please like everything I do. I would appreciate it. It will be helpful. And thanks again for joining me and tuning in. And I will see you on Wednesday for another Mark Z Drumcast.